Hey, greetings everybody, and I guess you could say it's Happy Thanksgiving Eve. That's right, today is Thanksgiving Eve, Wednesday, November 24th, which means we are now 30 days away from Christmas Eve. That's right, 30 days away from Christmas Eve, as well as basically 31 days away from Christmas. So, Happy Thanksgiving Eve and everything. Hopefully a lot of you who probably have iPhones and 3Gs and all that are probably watching this video. Hopefully you got to your destination safely or getting there. But first of all, as you can see at the title, this is a channel update and news on the first ever Q&A. That's right. Now, channel update wise, I'm still going to do my reviews, as you know. But I am going to try something today, seeing as though this is Thanksgiving Eve, and this is basically the essential kickoff date, if you will, to the holiday traveling season, as well as the holiday season itself kicks off tomorrow. Alright, but this is basically the kickoff to the holiday season traveling. So I figured, as a special Thanksgiving treat, I'm going to try to do something today that I don't think many people do. See, a lot of people do commentaries and all that, for, do their own personal fan commentaries, if you will, for certain live action and animated shows and movies and stuff like that. So I figured I'm going to do something different. Something that's in the realm of almost what the critic Doug Walker does, and what that fellow in the coat does, and what Huey Two More does, I should say, as well. And that is, I'm going to review an episode of a show. That's right, I'm going to review one episode of a show, and that episode is probably one of the most talked about, and as many fans would probably agree, one of the best finales / cliffhangers you could ever have in an animated or live action program. And that is Sonic Satayam's Doomsday Project. Excuse me. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to do that today, and hopefully have it out by tonight, if not by tomorrow morning. Now, that's one of the things I'm going to do. I'm still considering doing commentary for an episode. I just got to think of what episodes to do for certain shows that I have listed, and I told you about in some of my other channel updates. Now, as you also see, this is news. This is also my news on my first ever Q&A. The reason I say that is because, as many of you probably know and many of you probably don't know, and I'm sorry for the bird in the background, but for many of you that know and don't know, I have reached over 700 subscribers. That's right, over 700. I am close to 710. And by the time you watch this video, I probably will have almost about 1,760 videos posted in 2 years. I know there's a lot of people that have more than that and everything, but 1,760, that's pretty impressive. So, again, I apologize for the bird. So, in celebration of that, I'm going to do my first ever Q&A. That's right, my first ever Q&A. Now, the way this is going to go is like this. I'm not going to have you sending me questions here on YouTube. Not through the comment section, not through the PMs. No. Instead, I'm going to have you send them through the links, through the email links that you see below. That's how you will send your questions to me. And I will answer the best questions in my first ever Q&A. Now, first of all, about this Q&A, I do not want, first of all, I'm going to ask out of respect, for everyone that's gotten me as far as I've gotten. First of all, out of respect, I don't want anybody sending me any dumbass questions, okay? I don't want no dumbass questions. I don't want none of that. I mean, I've seen a lot of people go on certain channels, if you will, of other people, and in the comment sections, even in my comment sections of some of my videos, I've seen people go on there and basically bash everybody. Heck, there's a guy, I'm not even going to say his name. A lot of you might know who he is. But there's a guy that, unlike anybody else, unlike Nostalgia Critic Fan 4, unlike Hell IJ, unlike Evolve, or whatever, unlike some of those people that, out of respect for what Nostalgia Critic Doug Walker does, post his videos either in 2 parts, 1 part, or 3 parts, his reviews, if you will. This one person doesn't respect him, and just when you think, oh, he has the entire thing on there, you click on it, it's not the video, it's just him insulting the critic. Yeah, through these little annotations, or annotations, if you will. So basically, I don't want anybody like that asking me any questions. I don't want those kind of questions. I basically want real good questions, and I will know what the best questions are, because I'm going to pick the top 10 questions that I will answer in my first Q&A. You can ask me anything from Sonic, from the Sonic franchise, like SatAM and the comics and stuff like that. You can ask me anything about Disney, Disney Afternoon, like Rescue Rangers, Tailspin, Gummy Bears. You can even ask me anything about my videos and stuff like that. You can ask me anything like what my favorite shows are, you know, things like that. So, and I will try to give you, and again, I will pick out the top 10 questions. Now, the top 10 questions I will pick. Again, I don't want anybody sending me questions saying, oh, why are you this, or why are you that, or how, you know, how can you be, and stuff like that. I don't want any of that. I don't want any BS sent to my email, because I will delete that question. Alright? I will delete it. So, you can ask me anything you want on what I mentioned. If you want my thoughts on some of these asinine assholes, if you will, excuse my language, that come here on the YT and the DM and all that, and say the things they do, go ahead, ask me that. Ask me what my thoughts are on that. You'll be surprised. You probably won't be surprised by what I say, but maybe you will be. So, anyway, again, do not send your questions to my PM box here on YouTube. Send them to the emails you see below. Okay? And I will answer the top 10 questions, the ones I feel are the best and are not disrespectful. Okay? So, again, channel update. I'm going to be doing a review, if you will, sort of in the style of the Nostalgia Critic and Huey 2 More and all that, on the Doomsday Project episode of Sonic SatAM. I'm still considering commentaries. They will be coming hopefully soon. My reviews will still be coming. And again, the first ever Q&A will be happening soon. Give me the top 10. In fact, if you want to send me the top 10, I will try to get them done this Thanksgiving weekend. In fact, as soon as I post this video and you see it, let people know, spread the word. I will try to answer them this Thanksgiving weekend. So hopefully you will have time. That will give you time to, wherever you are, to think of a question that you feel I should answer. That I could think of a question you want to ask me. Because I know a lot of people have been wanting to ask me certain things. I figure it's time to do the first ever Q&A in my way of saying thanks to everybody that's gotten me up to almost 710 subscribers and counting, and helping me continue with my vids, where I am now up to about 1,760 vids. So consider this Q&A that I'm going to do my thanks. Look forward to, hopefully before this day is out, probably tomorrow, the review, if you will, on Doomsday Project in sort of the way of a Nostalgia Critic, Fellow in the Code, and Huey 2 More style. So, again, thank you all for supporting me. That's my channel update and news on the first ever Q&A. Again, emails that you see down here. The emails, in fact, let's just put it, one email address will be down here. That's where you'll be sending the questions. So, thank you all for watching, subscribing. Tell everybody else to go out there and subscribe. Tell them to click that button. Go to BW Roses, go to BW Roses 98, my backup account. Subscribe there. You will love what you see. So, thank you all again for your support. Look out for the video I talked about, the review, if you will, as well as send your questions to the email below, and I will answer the top 10 hopefully this weekend, if not by next Monday. So thank you all, have a good Thanksgiving, and I'll talk to you all later. And I'm sorry for the bird in the background.